In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to list products on Amazon if you're an online arbitrage seller. Now, when listing products, it can suck listing them on Seller Central because Seller Central is slow, tedious, and time is money. If you're wasting time listing products, that's time that you're not spent finding new products. In addition, if you list all your products on Seller Central, there's no way of tracking what your profit is on a per sale basis. Seller Central is not going to tell you at the end of the day what your profit is. Seller Central will sometimes tell you, hey, you should restock in this item that you lost money on. So that's why it's important to use a software like GoToLister where it tracks exactly how much you paid for the product so you can see what your true profit is at the end of the day. So as you can see here, this is a quick glimpse at our profit report. I've done 100,000 in sales over the last 30 days. My buy costs are 47,000. That means I paid 47,000 for the items that sold. Total fees are 23,000, leaving me with a $31,000 profit. And I would not be able to know this profit number on Seller Central, but I can on GoToLister because I listed all my items in. And as I was listing them, I entered my buy cost, which I'll show you guys how to do here shortly. In addition, what you can also see is your total inventory valuation. So we have $22,000 worth of inventory at Amazon. But what's really cool is you can see I have $78,000 worth of inventory inbound to Amazon. So GoToLister is going to tell you how much inventory is inbound to Amazon. Therefore, you can kind of expect, in the future, how much you're going to sell. And if you click over here, this toggle button, it's going to take you to another page that shows you the inbound buy cost. So it's a $78,000 inbound to Amazon is how much inventory I have going in. And out of that, I paid $34,000 for that inventory. So this is just it really helps me because sometimes when I'm spending so much money on product, I don't know how much is actually at Amazon or on the way to Amazon, or is it checked in yet? And GoToLister tells you, how much is available FBA, how much is inbound FBA, how much is unfulfillable, which by the way includes returns. So be careful there. So if you sold an item and it's being returned, it's currently classified as unfulfillable, but still that's your money tied up. It's a good number to track. And then total merchant fulfilled as well. So now let's get into how to create a batch. So what we're going to do is click on create batch. And since we're making an FBA shipment here, we're going to select fulfilled by Amazon. Batch name, I'm just going to put my name dash today's date. You can also put the product name. So we're listing WWE belts. So WWE belt Avery, and then we'll put today's date, April 4th, 2024. For the pricing rules, we're going to put, I like to use smart pricing. I optimize smart pricing for booksellers, but basically it prices your faster moving items at higher prices. And I personally like the way it prices my online arbitrage inventory. So we're going to leave that there. Listed by is going to be Avery. Shipping from, just go ahead and put your shipping address in here. Who labels? We're going to put, I want to label my products. I have a Rollo printer here with these 30334 labels. I highly recommend it. The best $200 you'll ever spend. This label printer here does not use ink. It's a thermal printer, so you never have to pay for ink. And ink's really expensive. And in addition, you're going to save 30 cents per item that you label with this printer. For packing type for online arbitrage, this is the flow I recommend. If you have a bunch of one product, which you probably do, in the book world, we have one book, then another book, and they're all different titles. But the benefit of doing online arbitrage or wholesale is you can prevent split shipments by selecting I'm packing case pack products. And what this is going to do is it's going to tell Amazon, hey, all these products are in case. Don't send them to different warehouses. And that way you don't have to send 2 of these items to California and then the other 14 across the country somewhere else. For box content, we're going to put I want to provide box content. And that's just going to save you 10 cents per item. I think it's even more than that, 15 cents per item, 30 cents during Q4. And this is basically, we're agreeing to tell Amazon which items are in which box. And it's a super simple flow that we've created with GoToLister. So let's go ahead and get in here. All right, so before you list any products, what you're going to want to do is select the source. And so we'll put the source in here. That way we can track source profitability later on. You can see which sources made you the most profit. And then for buy cost, we're going to enter whatever we paid for this. So let's say we paid $7 for these WWE belts here. We're gonna put that in. No condition descriptions needed because we're listing the product as new. If you're listing used products, you can select G for good, LN for like new, but doing online arbitrage, almost all your products gonna be new. And now what we're gonna do is go ahead and take the product, scan the barcode. If you have the ASIN, you can just type the ASIN in here. And as you can see, it printed out one label, and now we can label the product. I actually have 16 of these. So what I'm gonna do is delete this. You can update the quantity after you list it, but it's not gonna print the labels. So before you list your product, count how many you have and update the quantity here. That way, when you scan the product in, all your labels printed out. Now it's time to label the products and box them up. So what you're gonna do is take the product. If there's an existing barcode on the product, like here, for example, you're gonna wanna cover up the existing barcode with the new barcode, just like that. But in this case, these barcodes are huge. So what I have to do is take one of these 4x6 labels, which we'll use for shipping later. I'll show you guys how to get those set up. But take the 4x6 label. You're gonna peel this off. You're going to label it just like this. So now the existing barcodes are covered up. And now what we can do is take all of those. This is the F and SKU label generated by Amazon through GoToLister. Go ahead and cover up that. So now, as you can see, before, this is the incorrect way to do it. The Amazon employees can scan any of these 3 barcodes, but when listed this way, it's they only have 1 barcode to scan. So that's how we're gonna label these. And then we're gonna box them up. So now what I'm gonna do is take this, box it up. So I'm quickly gonna do that with all these. Okay, now that we have all 16 of these WWE belts officially packed in the box, we're gonna select send batch. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna preview the split shipments, which there are none. And the reason why there's no splits is because we selected case packed before making this. So now we're gonna select accept shipments. This is the box content page. And this is essentially, we're telling Amazon which items are in which box. So if we had multiple boxes for these belts, we would just select add box. And for each box, what we would do is add items to them. But since all of our items are in one box, all we need to do is select add all to box 1. Boom. Now we're good to go. And now we can select on send box content. I'm gonna go weigh this box real quick. I'll be right back. So I just used my bathroom scale and this came out to 11 pounds. So I'm gonna put 11 in here. And the dimensions are 12 by 16 by 12 for this box, which are great boxes for booksellers. If you're doing a lot of online, obviously you're doing online arbitrage if you're watching this, I would invest in large size boxes from either Walmart or Home Depot. The large boxes, you're getting more bang for your buck. And this is only 11 pounds. So you really should be using large boxes. We'll go ahead and click on submit here. And this is gonna take a few minutes. It's gonna send this information to Amazon and then we'll be able to print the labels. So we can see the total cost for this shipment is $7.34. Now it's asking for a label type. So we're gonna change the label type to a 4x6 label, which is right here. And all we're gonna do is take our Rollo printer. So previously I was using these F and SKU labels, the 30334s, which I'll link below. I'll link a video below on how to use the Rollo. For the shipping labels, we'll be using 4x6 labels. All you need to do is open these up on the Rollo. Go ahead and stick that in there like that. Okay, so now we're going to select on accept charges and print these labels. So the labels are ready to go. So there's gonna be two labels you put on the box. One is for Amazon. This is the label that they use to check in your products. The other's for UPS. Obviously that label is for shipping for UPS. So what we're gonna do here is click on print. If you have a Rollo printer connected, it's gonna print these straight to your Rollo. Boom, we're good to go. We have these two labels, and all we need to do now is put both of these on the box, and I like to put these on top of the box on each flap. So as you can see, we have the UPS label here, and we have the FBA label here. So now we're good to go to UPS and drop it off. So that's officially how you use GoToLister to make shipments for online arbitrage. If you guys are interested in getting a free trial, click the link below. That'll give you a 14-day free trial, and you'll be able to list easier. You'll be able to track your buy costs, track your sources, have cool metrics like seeing how much inventory is inbound to Amazon, how much is available at Amazon, and you'll be able to see your true profit at the end of the day, how much money you make in your Amazon business. So enjoy, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. Much love.